What's up, owners of dicks and pussies? What's up, guys? In this video, I'm going to show you guys how I remove the steering wheel from the Cadillac, and this pretty much applies to essentially any car that requires a special tool, special puller for the steering wheel. Guys, I fucking hate special tools. Special tools for this, special tools for that. Fuck's sakes. Okay, the Rambler there and the DeSoto don't need that kind of shit. But anyways, I'm not about to. So the thing is, I need to get a new ignition switch in there. And I'll show you guys the hole. There's the hole there. You see I removed it already. But interesting fact, apparently the reason for the car to have been stopped is this. See, they broke the key inside there. So probably what happened is they broke the key inside there, and then the car sat there for years, right? And that was the end of the car's life, pretty much, until now. But what I did here is, I was trying to figure this out, and I was thinking, fuck, I really don't want to have to weld and make another tool. So I happened to come across this little piece of steel here. It's actually from a weight machine, like an exercise machine. And it already has two holes that fit in there. And then all I did was get the pry bar in there like that. Now, if I just put it like that, you see it would break this plastic piece here. Once again, I mean, by me it would be fine because I fucking hate plastic. But the people that are going to buy the car might not like it, right? So what I did is I just put a chisel in there. My bad. Chisel in there in between to create more space, right? And so it's off now. Now all I gotta do is remove these bolts, but I mean, what you would have to do is just drill two holes here. Or if you wanted to make something a little more usable, like that you could use for other things, you just sandwich a nut between two pieces of steel, right? If you sort of understand what I mean, it would sort of be like that. Then you could put the bolts in there, and fuck, it's hard to explain, but hopefully you know what I mean. So instead of drilling holes, that way you're able to fit any width, any distance. So let's get that out. In the case of the Cadillac, it's a I'm not sure the size of those bolts. 3/8 perhaps, I don't know. But the nut here, it's 5/16 required for there. Alrighty, let's see. And I'm doing this, the reason I'm doing this is because apparently you have to disassemble the whole fucking thing in order to change the ignition switch lock, which is pretty fucking pathetic. You see, there's lots of similarities between this car and a modern car, which is why I don't really like it. It's so really fucking easy to change an ignition switch on one of the other, normal cars. Here they just made it more difficult so that people wouldn't steal it. I don't know. But still, I mean, there's that big spring there, and that's for the telescoping action of the steering wheel. It comes, you can push it backwards and forwards, and you can also tilt it from here. Oh, look at that. And this also goes in and out like that. You guys got a perverted mind. Does it go up from here? And that piece of rubber there, guys, it's a shock absorbing for the steering wheel. So it's got this joint here so that it will collapse in case of an accident. Plus it's got that shock absorber there. So, you know, back then they already had lots of safety features. But I mean, compared to now, you know, if this car hits another car, I feel bad for it. Really can't damage it. This thing is like a ship, man. Okay, so now I probably got to remove these things as well, apparently. It's missing the turn signal switch. Now let's see how that comes out. I'm not quite sure. Okay, there's a big snap ring. Gotta remove that fucking snap ring. Let's see if I can do it with one hand. Guys, if it was this easy on a modern car, I literally sell everything I have. I'll give you everything I have and I'd be your slave forever. So it does snap off quite violently, so just be careful as you want to keep these things here. Did I lose one? Is there another washer or not? I don't know why they have this thing here. Let me just get into a better position here. Okay, let's grow up. Grow up. Okay, that's out. So put it back where it was. Ah, fucking nightmare. Fucking plastic pieces everywhere. Jesus Christ, I fucking hate plastic. Alright. Oh, finally get that out. Look at that. Look at that. That's fucking ridiculous. Fucking pathetic. I'll also show you guys the rest of the work that I've done so far. It looks like there's a bolt there. I might as well show you guys that now, because yeah, this is the turn signal switch sort of thing. There's a bolt there, screw there, another screw there. There's one. There's the other one. So okay, I'll have to fetch the screwdriver, so I'll leave this for the second video. What I've done so far is I've painted the car, I've given it a couple of coats. Here. There's no body filler here, by the way. I mean, there's just a little bit here and here. Here there's nothing, nada. There's the top, I've painted the top. This paint wasn't strained, by the way, because I didn't have a strainer. But now I figured out a proper strainer called scuff pad. I mean oil filter. I mean coffee filter. Yeah, guys, I actually used the coffee filter off the paint. Oh fuck! It's starting to rain. So yeah, I mean, there's still lots of orange peel, but it already looks pretty nice. You can almost see my reflection there. It's not too bad. So I mean, it still has to be sanded. Perhaps some more coats to smoothen it out. There's the parts sitting out there. Lots of different parts. Power steering pump, power steering. Gears there. was a bitch to remove. It's starting to look like a car now. Slightly. There it is there. You know, guys, one thing that I've come to, find, one conclusion that I've drawn is a lot of times the body work, you can only do it properly once you've painted stuff. So, like here, everything's pretty perfect. Look at that. Considering that I welded all this here, it's pretty perfect, right? We'll see how this looks when it's nice and polished. But like here, for example, you can now see a couple of errors there. See that? Here, so like here, these things you can't really see until it's painted, right? And I'm just literally going to put. There's lots of coats here, and I'm using an armor coat, which is pretty much the same as trim clad, or what's the other one called? Rust guards. No, I have armor coat. It's really viscous paint, and I diluted it to about 50%. But the good thing is that it really covers everything really nicely. I've literally just used half a can, less than half a can, about a third of a can, to paint the whole car in like 3 coats. About 3 coats on the whole car already. So the whole front here just goes to the side. You don't have to remove the air conditioning hoses, just perhaps the radiator hose. I'm getting this here nice and painted. All that there nice and painted. There's a door there. Let's have a reflection. Too bad, you see. Orange peel, but should be nice. Should come out nice once we sand it and polish it. Right. So I guess that's pretty much it for now. Should I say anything else? No, I guess not. What else do we do? Put the shock absorbers in. Yeah.